Okay, so you had time to answer these questions. So let's see let's see how your answers compare to what I'm about to show you. For me to answer these questions, I need to have, a supply and demand curves here. I need to I need to know what's going on. I need to know what equilibrium is and so forth and so on. Um, so the first thing is what I have here is I'm given a couple ordered pairs. When x is 200, the price was at $90. And when x is 1200, the price was at $60. So these are ordered pairs that I'm going to make use of here. Now the thing is, as we go through this, I'm going to figure out what this, this is. This slope is 90 minus 60 over 1200 minus 200. Oh, sorry, I reversed that. I did the cardinal no. I started with the 90, which means I had to start with the 200. So that slope is going to be 30 over negative 100, which reduces to, double checking my math here. No, it's 1000, yeah. Which equals a negative 0.03. So we have the demand curve here, because that's what's going on here. We have a demand curve. We're not going to be able to come up with a supply curve, because we don't have any information about like how much is going to be put into the marketplace. So the demand curve, d of x, looks like it's going to be equal to negative 0.03x plus some initial amount, which basically kind of corresponds to how many would be demanded if this thing were free. I mean, there's some things out there that, if you don't want it, even if it's free, why would you even want to have it? So we got to figure out what this guy is here. So to figure out what that value of b is, I'm going to need to put in that ordered pair, which I put a little square around up there. So, so my demand price. Remember, because this is number of units, this is my demand price. Okay, so it's still the price is what we're actually doing here. So at $90 for price is when my X value was equal to 200. So 90 equals negative 6 plus B, which means B equals 96. So basically that means that, that I have my price based off of the demand curve being defined as negative 0.03x plus 96. So essentially, what we're doing here, if x were to be 0, which means nobody would want it, and this is what we're going to get to the next question. Nobody would want it. X is 0. Then that price would be $96. Okay, because it says what unit price would the course be have no demand. So essentially here, no demand means that no units are wanted. And that means that the demand curve price was set at $96 or possibly more. So See, I was a little off when I said it before that, when we're looking for B, we're looking for, how much it would be worth if there was, how many people would want it if there's nobody, nobody, yeah, if it was free. It's the other way around, actually. Um, so there's your answer to that question. So if the price were set at $96 for this particular cordless headphones, based off of if assuming it's a linear model, I wouldn't have any demand for it. So certainly, any kind of equilibrium would probably be much lower than that. I just don't know what it is because I don't know what the supply is as well.
So, as I was going through this and retooling all this information for this school year, I noticed that I actually did not answer part A here. So I want to make sure to do that. Um, so up to the point that we have this formula that was for the demand curve, and it was discussed that you have this value for $96 if there is no demand. But what would the demand be, or the number of headphones demanded be, or X be, if the price per headphone were $45? So essentially what you're doing here is you're letting this left hand side be 45, because remember, the price is the function of the demand curve, or the supply curve. You're dealing with supply. This problem's dealing with demand, and all you want to do is solve this equation for X. So if you subtract 96 from both sides, you get a negative 51. So negative 51 equals negative 0.03 times X. And then you would divide both sides by negative 0.03. And you would end up with X being 1,700. And so that would be the number of headphones that would be demanded if the price of the headphones were $45. And that seems to go in line with the fact that it should be going up. It's 1,200 units when the price was 60, so you would expect a higher amount, certainly at a lower cost. And so that's the end of this video now. If you have any additional questions, please make sure to let me know.